I think people get really afraid of writing. Like they're like, I'm not a writer, so I can't do it.
If you had to give a business owner a few simple rules for writing better copy, what would they be?
1, don't over rely on AI. That's super easy to do nowadays, and it is a great tool, but it can hurt you more than it can help you if you don't do it right. As much as it will tell you that it can help you with your voice or help it sound more like you, AI is always going to sound like AI. AI has its own voice. You are not AI. You sound different. So if you are just going to the tool and saying, write a billboard for me, I run a chiropractic clinic, it's gonna pull just super generic stuff from everything it knows about marketing and billboards and chiropractic clinics. And that's not gonna sound like you. Don't over rely on AI, is write it first. If you can even just get like in outline, some bullet points, some words that you know you love or like you know you wanna sound like, then give it to whatever AI platform you use, like you're going to get a better result that sounds more like you because it's gonna pull from your words. I think that's a big mistake that a lot of people make, going to AI with nothing and then basing everything off of what AI gives them. First of all, when you write, you're thinking. You're going to be realizing what you like and what you don't like about what you're writing, about what your business is. And then you're going to have something to start with. And then you can give it to AI, you can ask it to expand, and it can give you something more thorough. It can give it to you faster if you don't have the time to do it. Your voice, your business's voice is important and it's unique to you. Don't let a tool take that from you.
I would say know your audience, know your ideal customer, know what makes your business unique, like know what makes your products and services unique because people want to know that. And then I would also say just doing the work on the forefront, define who your ideal customer is and define what makes your products and services unique before you even start writing.
I would also say there is a difference between whoever the writer is, you, and your brand. If you're like a small business owner, sometimes that distinction is a lot more narrow because maybe you're the face of the business, you do everything yourself. If you are the voice, like you have created no distinction between you and your brand, like that's going to be really hard to separate in the long run. So it's also like taking all of those things, like your USP, your audience, your intent, and then what you know, your expertise, your personal knowledge, and then making a voice for your brand. Take the time. I think take the time, sit down and make the voice for your brand. We talked about brand voices earlier, but like that is so important. Write it down somewhere, have it so that you can revisit it and go back to it. And then that way, if you ever do have a copywriter or if someone comes in to help you with your marketing, you have something that sits there and is like, here, read this. This is our brand. This is what we sound like. And it's not just that burden of copy doesn't always land on you all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of times with like video scripts are a good example of this where I try to just brain dump as much information as I can get from the client. And I'm almost like treating the copywriters like y'all are my AI. But I get it. I give y'all a start, something to work with, words that I like, topics, flow, outline, and then get it to y'all to polish it and make it look really nice. And even we used to do a lot with like text on screen as well. We have a lot of graphics in a video. It's very easy to want to say like, oh, we'll just let the copywriters take care of that. I always try to give y'all something, at least to be able to work off of so that you at least see the direction, the vision of what we're going with. And I also like what you said of just like, if you're trying to make your brand voice, just start writing. Like just do it first. You can make it better later, throw it in AI, see what it gets, talk to someone else about it. But at some point you're gonna have to sit down and just start writing as your business. And that will evolve what it looks like over time. But you have to start there.
And I think people get really afraid of writing. Like they're like, I'm not a writer, so I can't do it. But no, it is true. Everybody writes. You've been writing since you were a kid. You had to write in school, you write text messages, you write emails, you write all the time.
That skill of like write it, and even if it's bad, you can just rewrite it, but it gives you something to work off of. But we do that with videos too. Like we'll come up with these ideas that we want to do and we're throwing all these different things we want to try, and I'm like, let's just do it once. Let's try it. Instead of planning out a 10 episode series of what we're going to do on episode 9, like let's just make the first one and see what that looks like, because we're going to learn so much from doing that, and then we can go from there and with the new knowledge that we have.
Gotta start somewhere.